Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
Papers rolling. Karen, you finished?
Yes, just my hair of the brush.
Okay, I'd like to start with your backgrounds and how you all got into the movie industry. Bruce, would you like to start?
Sure. I started acting when I was about 9, and I did everything that came along, and went through college as an actor and did a little while doing trade shows all across the country, which is why I was in New Orleans. That was back in about '68. And repertory company, and I came to New York. I had a job with the Shakespeare Festival, and just started making the rounds, and got a film, and then got this film.
What made you decide to take Animal House as a film?
I was broke, and I needed a job. It's very simple in this business. I mean, there's,
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you could relate to it on a college level.
Oh, I could relate to it,
You
sure.
could read a lot of books
but,
in the movie.
But I mean, you know, this is a funny question. People seem to think in these interviews that actors are cast because of what they were when they were growing up or what they are right now. And true actors, and this is a cast of actors. This is not a cast of personalities, really, although there are very strong personalities in the actors. But they were cast carefully because they could do it. They can deliver, and they can make it look like these are just real people. And that's the art of, that's our art, you know. And these, all the people are capable of that. And what you see up there, nobody is exactly what you saw. What you saw was the performer's work. And, you know, there you are.
Okay, Karen?
I started acting about 6 years ago. I was living in Washington, D.C., and I worked with a theater company there. I stayed basically with the same theater company. I did some things with other theaters, and I made my first film also while I was there, which got me very interested in working in film because I found it fascinating. I found it fascinating and challenging, and so I came here to New York about a year ago and just started making the rounds as well, just going and seeing what people were doing, and that's how I found out about this film. It is amazing.
How did you get started?
Well, Daryl Zanuck is, no. I started, I'm from New York, so I've always been interested in the theater, and I've seen a lot of shows, and I had been doing a play or two in college or in high school, and I was pretty much of a joke, and then I just decided that this is really what I wanted to do, and I ought to start, and I started auditioning, and I did a lot of off-Broadway here in the city, and then off-Broadway, some regional theaters, and Broadway. Worked with an improvisational company, did a couple of short movies with some friends of mine, and I was in California at the time, and auditioned. It took about 4 months to get the job, in terms of the first interview with the casting director to the time I got the job, and I had to pursue it, really, in terms of keeping in contact with them. I had about 3 or 4 auditions for the director and the producer, and I auditioned with Karen, actually. They flew Karen out to California.
It's an amazing process.
Takes
I
a
mean, from the
long time.
beginning, when you first find out about a film and go and meet the people that are making the film, to the time where you're actually cast in the film and you know you're going to do it, it's
You're really
incredible.
pursuing it all the time.
Yeah.
Do you think it's persistence or it's knowing someone in order?
Persistence.
Persistence
I
and
don't
just
think there's a formula. I mean, it
Yeah,
happens for
but-
all reasons.
But you gotta
Occasionally,
survive
in a
to
film
get
like
it.
this, though, where you have a director who's so concerned with the excellence of it, you know, John Landis, who we all think the world of,
Yep.
and I bet nobody got a job for political reasons in
No
this
way.
film, because he wanted who he wanted, and that's why he took 4 months to cast it. I was cast
About 3 days?
3 days before I had to get on an airplane and go, and I hadn't heard from them for 7 or 8 weeks. I mean, I had written it off. It happens all the time. You don't get most of your jobs. I mean, 95% of them you don't get. And there, wham, they made a decision. And fascinating the way he decided to use me. He thought I was terrible in my reading, but he found out the role of D-Day was a low-text role, not much to say. So how could you read for it? So he had people come in and do what amounted to mugging, and with the high pressure of a big audition, you come in and make faces, everybody. He found out that he was scratching everybody off his list. So he got back to LA with a list of scratched off actors, and he said, well, who's the best actor on this list of scratched out actors? And he had seen me in Shakespeare in the Park, and he'd seen my first film, Handle with Care, which didn't do really well, but it was a good film, and he liked me in it. And he said, Bruce McGill. So that's how I got it. I mean, I didn't know that until yesterday in an interview. So he called me.
Did you have an agent, or do you go by yourselves in order to find out where these films?
Agent.
Agent,
Agent,
usually,
films-
sometimes. Films mostly, it's
Yeah,
agent.
films are very difficult without an agent. Theater in New York, at least, I don't know about Los Angeles, but theater in New York, there's a lot going on that you can do pretty much on your
I
own
worked for 4
without an
years
agent.
without an agent. I gave up on an agent. It didn't seem like it was going to be a possibility. I didn't know when the hell I was going to get one. I did
Actually-
a job and they came to me, luckily.
I didn't have an agent when this film was cast, actually.
She
now
had
that I think of
remarkable,
it.
so she just got to town. She
She
just
came to New York and decided she wanted to be in a major movie and got a job. I mean, it's easy for some people.
You think it was easier because you're a woman?
Yeah, I'll tell the truth, Karen.
No, easier because I was a... No, I don't think so. I think I was just incredibly fortunate.
Luck is the residue of design.
It was,
she's also very wonderful. We
this is
love
a
her.
series of sort of crazy circumstances by which I got in and got to meet the people.
Okay, well, thank you very much
The
for
Thanks a lot,
joining me.
Sandy.
Okay.
Thank you.
Did you see that guy with the cut off?
I sure did. I hear those all the time.
Yeah.
Oh,
You were great. Well, you were great. Next door
That's one
was
of
the
our
wild
most
bunch.
serious discussions. I think what you bring up like
It's gonna be
acting, it's gotta be-
Cutaways?
Yeah, please.
Stand there and look
Great.
at them, move your
I get
head,
to watch
nod,
you act.
smile.
Don't talk, don't talk.
I'm used to this.
Don't move. And nod your head and smile.
Right. Terrific.
Want to refill?
Yeah. Could use one of those.
I could too.
Goody, goody, goody.
Okay.